Good morning, greetings. Checking out astro.com. Oh, okay, good. Whales are really coming through this channel. Oh, Mother Earth, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Which is actually, today's an anti-war protest. So everyone honor water today. Please say a prayer into your water and then drink it. Say a prayer. These are just some suggestions. I mean, I don't command. But please say a prayer into your water. Decolonize STEM, because there's actual science behind this, but also meta. A prayer into your water and drink it. A prayer into the water and offer it to Mother Earth. Get as deep as you want. Sea turtles, they're also coming through. Redesigning energy infrastructures. Uranus and Taurus. Currently, astro.com. The moon is square Pluto. Moon 26 degrees Aries, square Pluto, 26 degrees Capricorn. Mars is in Cancer, opposite Pluto. Pluto is station retrograde. So themes of Aries, Pluto, the underworld, earthquakes, volcanoes. Oh, good to know. This chart refreshes on its own. Let me share. So here we are, and this is what I'm talking about. Mars is in Cancer. It's not exactly opposite Pluto, but as the moon in Aries, Mars in Cancer is answering to the moon, who is in Aries. And then we have Pluto over here, square the moon. So this can be some very emotional tension energy. Cry it out. The moon Isn't she beautiful? She's already past Chiron. She, they, thems and thems will be conjunct Uranus, and then a new moon at 20, right about here, 21-ish degrees, Taurus. This is the chart for LA, but pull your own chart to find out which houses these work for you. Also notice how, okay, so here we have the North Node, and it moves this way while everyone else is moving this way. So everybody's spiraling, a bunch of circles. That says 9 degrees. Venus has moved, notice here. That's a semi-sextile. Lots of communication, lots of crying it out, lots of processing, lots of releasing. One of the things I've been doing in my rituals, steams, hot baths, hot salt baths, releasing through the pores is a great process right now. Sweating it out, working out. If anybody has questions about their particular or the generalized, how it relates to the collective. Right here, I'm just talking about Pluto in Capricorn, the moon in Aries, and this square that they are creating. Tension energy. Can also be an emotional tension energy, which is where these cards, the Nine of Swords, how to reframe it as a breakthrough, not a breakdown, and a new beginning. As the moon enters Taurus, conjunct Uranus, and then will square Saturn. So, wow. This is, think about those planets, the Uranus, the Pluto, the Saturn, boundaries, structures. This can come through communication, and learning about how, like for example, the rocket collapse. Oh, see how it refreshes? That's so convenient. The rocket collapsing, Doge tanking. Thank you, Elon. That's hilarious. But actually, if you're just tracking the astrology of that, you're not stressing out. If you're watching Robin Hood, you're stressing out. If you're watching the astrology, you're not stressing it because, yeah. Venus has finally moved into Gemini, and eventually she's going to catch up to Mars while they're in Cancer together. Jupiter is moving into Pisces. We will, as Jupiter moves into Pisces, this is actually really exceptional, and this can be a huge expansion energy. I call it a super bloom, and so let's bloom good things and not COVID, okay? We don't need whatever wave we're in. If we look to history, because we're just going in circles, let's jump into a timeline that's not repeating the tragedies of past cycles, okay? So Jupiter will be entering Pisces for just a little bit of time. It'll actually only get to about 2 degrees and then begin a retro. Looking at my ephemeris here. Yeah, so it'll only reach about 2 degrees. And then in July, Jupiter will start a retrograde cycle. So it will take it, or Aquarius will catch up to Jupiter. Oh, hey, Andrea, I see that. Scorpio sun. I'm Scorpio rising, so I love you. I love you. This square for you, Scorpio sun, depending on what house that's in for you. Like for me, it's my first. So my 1 and 7 and the other ones are activated. So all of this is opposite your sun in whichever house that's in. So that's how you can kind of figure out. And also, everybody notice how with this new moon, we're going to be beginning the eclipse season. So the nodes I was mentioning earlier here at 10 degrees Gemini will be moving Mercury, Venus, then eventually the sun, and we'll start our eclipse season. And everybody is here, except we've got Mars moving through. But because Mars is kind of a little slower in Cancer, I mean, think about like a ball of fire in water. That's why steams are so great right now, to help release what's up. So we'll begin the eclipse season, and we're going to have a series of eclipses in Gemini, Sagittarius. So the summer is going to be exciting. Opportunities to really change your life. Dream big this new moon. Make wishes. Get through this moon Pluto and then the moon Uranus. So, yeah. Okay, so here, think about it like this. As the moon squares Pluto, then we'll move into Taurus, conjunct Uranus, square Saturn, won't square Jupiter, but we'll have a new moon. So work through all of those breakthroughs, all that tension. It'll be at 13, and then as the moon moves to 20, it'll be clearing all that. So once we get to the actual new moon, this energy is clearing. Basically, heighten it as much as you can, transmute it into compassion, healing, high vibe love, love yourself, and then make a wish, blow a dandelion. Oh my God, blow me. And let's really rock it, you know? Hey, okay, I see you, Leo moon. That registered. Your Leo moon, please consider how, if you have a moon over here in Leo, check, because you've got opposite Saturn and Jupiter. Square all this Taurus energy, square all that Scorpio energy. So that's these tension houses. And I especially say your moon because that's a fire moon, and with the nodes in Sagittarius, that can create a trine. So you can work with that energy in different ways. And I note your moon because that's your expression center. As the moon currently is in Aries, that will be activating or squaring rather, or opposing your Libra rising first house. So that's a tension square energy. The moon is squaring your first house as these other things, as Saturn is potentially opposing your moon. Check the degrees for your, everybody check the degrees for your individual houses, or your individual planets rather. Look to where the houses are. You get these numbers right here. If you have, like, for example, my moon, let me find a better example. My Saturn is 11 degrees Leo, which means Uranus is square my natal Saturn in Leo, and it's also my Pluto at 11 degrees Libra. So it's like an inconjunct there. It's not exact, but it's over here. So it's, oh, sorry, everybody. It's inconjunct. Hey, love your Leo moon. Don't I see that, Ryan, or Riley? I'm Riley. I see that. No. Oh, a Leo moon. Shine light on that then, because that's something that would need extra loving. That moon needs to shine bright. Shine some light on it. Oh, Andrea, 11 degrees Scorpio. Okay, so yeah. Uranus is opposing whatever you have at 11 degrees Scorpio. It might not be exact, because check here, because when it gets to here, this is when it's exact. But within 3 degrees, even within some of the bigger planets, you could do potentially like a 5-degree orb. So on either side. So like, yeah. So everybody check your degrees, check your houses. Oh my gosh. Hey, breakthroughs. Breakthroughs, everybody. You can also print out or check an ephemeris. And then everybody, you can look and see, like, for example, I'm tracking some things. Because then when it aligns over here, I can forecast. As Jupiter moves into Pisces, next year, so it'll move in a couple of degrees. We'll get a taste of it. Retrograde. At the end of the year, it'll move into Pisces, and then check here, next year and into 20, whatever the next ones are. Eventually, it'll take some time, but we're going to have a Jupiter conjunct Neptune as we're having a Pluto return in the US chart. So we can let's envision utopia and not dystopia anymore, because we have the potential for actually creating a really great society. I like to envision farmers markets and crafts fairs around the Pentagon. And inside it, oh my gosh, how great would that be? Let's convert the Pentagon into a metaphysical shop for the people and not for militaries. You know? I mean, we already know they're doing magic in there. Or trying. Ugh! Okay, I'm going to sign off. Everybody, check your charts. Have a great day. Let me know if there's... Woo! We're going to sign off on the Shaman of Cups. Let's look at this for a minute, because this is exactly what we were talking about with the Moon in Aries and Mars in Cancer. Wearing a mask and transmuting their emo. This is alchemy. This is the higher, man, we just jumped a timeline. See how we didn't even have to, like, we know the story between here and here. So everybody cry it out, and then let's have a great new moon Taurus. And this is the Mother Peace Tarot deck, if anybody wants to look up online symbolisms. So take care. Happy new moon Taurus. As I mentioned, my chart is exceptionally activated, so I might... Oh, Riley, my Mars is also in Aries. Have you have you noticed you've been maybe crying instead of fighting? Like, for example, my Mars is in Aries. And when Mars first moved into Cancer, I noticed in a situation that made me angry, when my natural response is to, instead, I just sat and cried. Oh, I'm always crying. I love crying. But you know when that anger and that fire, or you get like that burst of energy. Like, I usually walk a lot. I love walking. It really helps me pray. It helps me meditate. I clear space in neighborhoods. I walk around community, and I just do energy work. And since Mars has been in Cancer, I have been taking a lot more baths, steaming, opening my pores, just processing my fire in a different way. I'm really looking forward to when Mars moves into Aries. Leo. I'm looking forward to that because I have a lot of fire, and I like working with fire. And I love fire. I mean, yeah. My Neptune is in fire, so even, it's like, that's how I really alchemically work a lot. And so I've been noticing since Mars is in Cancer, honestly, I've been doing a lot more water rituals. I did a vaginal steam. Oh my God. That was so great. I might actually do that again for new moon. I see that on Andrea, North Node Leo. Shine bright, Andrea. Let yourself shine. I actually struggled with that. Even my Saturn in Leo, I started doing lives because that was a way for me to kind of start to become okay with spotlight. I get a lot of spotlight, and I used to try to send it over to my ex-husband and try to get him the attention because I didn't want, so now I've been working on it. So let yourself, Bonnie, rest. There's a lot of tension energy. Check your charts and rest. You heal when you sleep. I mean, that's science. I love it. I cannot wait for science to really decolonize and recognize a sacred science, and just honestly recognize that indigenous systems are so much further advanced than anything colonizer. I compare it to city planners and city managers, because if you'll notice, cities will only allow one little block around a tree, and I'm like, you're only looking 5 years ahead. If you're only looking 5 years ahead, it's like, that's why, anyway, that's why I envision crafts fairs around the Pentagon, because I want to shift this. And if I keep envisioning craft fairs around the Pentagon, one day we will have a crafts. I'll just jump into that timeline. I feel like it's probably the same timeline that where Jimmy Carter was reelected because he had solar panels on the White House. That's what I think about a lot. Can you imagine the trajectory from beginning the transition to solar or alternative energies? Imagine the technology we would have if we had kept going on that timeline. We wouldn't be fracking. So yeah, I can't wait for Mars to get in Leo and Pluto return. Riley, I hear you. And you know, turning off the TV part is really important because the voices allowed at that platform are not going to be calling for general strikes. And, well, you see what happens when someone in the Democratic Party actually says, hey, we need general strikes and we need this. And they're like, Nancy is, wait, we're capitalists. My dad asked me, though, what I was doing, and I told him I was using my political science degree. So I envision crafts fairs around the Pentagon. Happy new moon, everyone. And what that would mean for the people. Hashtag Healers United. New moon blessings, everyone. Take care. Oh, yes, art. Yes. I put a lot of magic in my protest signs. And then burning them is also powerful. So take care, everyone. Happy new moon. I'm excited. I'm a Taurus, so I love this. Bye.